Hi everyone, I'm Angelica, and I want to channel for you a message that I believe it's coming in from a number of my guides. It's another like collective message, and I have a hunch that this is about why we connect across the veil, why our ancestors and family in spirit visit us, or why they wish to connect with us. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to channel, and my eyes might roll around, but I will keep my eyes open and see what they have to say. Okay, let's go. Your loved ones in spirit. Okay. Your loved ones in spirit form. After your loved ones pass and transition into spirit, the form they take on as a spirit is something you may have never imagined. They become one with their higher self. And this higher self is a true, whole, complete being, aware of itself and its multi-dimensionality. That spirit, that soul, becomes aware of its entire history, future, past, present, and parallel lives. They also become aware of your life, your trajectory, and where you are in the choosing of your various timelines. How they present to you while you are still in this human form, however, is going to take the shape of that personality, that being that you knew as your mother, father, sister, brother, friend. They will take on the form that feels most comfortable to you. But know that they are doing this for your comfort. They are most comfortable in the totality of their being, and in that totality they shed the personality, the ego that you associated with them. In this way, your loved ones who have passed and crossed the veil become incredible guides, because they see where you are in your choice points. They see where you are struggling. They see 10 steps ahead for you. And so they may come to you in your dreams. They may share signs with you, much like your spirit guides do, much like your own higher self does, much like your angels do when you call out to them. But your loved ones in spirit, that's exactly what they do. In fact, some of them may have a soul contract that goes beyond their human incarnation, and a soul contract with you to become a guide to you. And so here's what you should know is that you can trust them. Whatever quirks they had, whatever challenges they faced, whatever you disliked about them, that is gone. They are not the angry, manipulative narcissist. They are not the one who bullied you, who treated you poorly. They're not the alcoholic, the drug addict. All those things, those are human experiences. Those are human emotions and human actions. Your loved ones in spirit are no longer that. If they present to you in your dreams in the form you last recognized them as, that is simply, again, for you to pick up on, oh, my mother, father, grandmother paid me a visit in my dream. It's for you to make the connection. It's for you to have that comfort. It would not help much if they appear to you in your dream as a ball of energy, right? Just floating in space, nor if they present it to themselves in front of you, because that would absolutely blow your mind. It would make you uncomfortable, and it would make you run far away from all things spiritual. And so this is the compromise. As this channel has come aware, her father, when he transitioned a few years ago, often came to her first as the man that she recognized. She often associated him with the man with dementia, and soon she realized, oh no, this is far more than that. During a mediumship session she had with him, in that single session, she saw him go from that father she remembered to someone that, and I'm going to tell you guys this, okay? Pegasus. That is his name. That is his true spirit name. And he showed himself to me as that being, as that is who he is in his true spirit form, and not Pegasus as in the white horse, okay? This is more of a like Lyran spirit. And I've come to know that he is meant to be a guide on my path, on my journey. So, and I feel like my guides are nudging me to share this with you so that you understand how, and I've also come to know, as I've connected with my father, who really is this Lyran spirit Pegasus, like almost like a black lion. That is his true form. And I've also come to learn what other lives he's had, and I've come to know what his favorite lifetimes were. He has had lifetimes as a Viking, which were among his favorite because he said he was held a very powerful position. I've also come to know, guys, that my grandmother, who passed away a few months after he did, that this grandmother, she was this diehard Catholic, and she was just, very, very kind, woman. She had her flaws, of course, but after she passed, every time, like, I was dealing with dietary issues, she would kind of come up. And the other thing I started to associate with her was like the earth, the harvest. And I would see fairies, and I came to understand that she is some kind of elemental, and her spirit as an elemental incarnated on earth to experience this human form and a human life. And so I share that with you. I'm supposed to be sharing that with you so that you understand that your loved ones beyond the veil, after they pass, they go, it's not like a jolt for them, they're gently transitioned back into their full beingness. And as you are ready, you'll come to know who they are in their wholeness. But initially, they're going to come to you as that personality that you were familiar with. And whatever grudges you may have, just know that as a full spirit, they are not that person. Okay, they are not the vile person who did mean things to you. Okay, it's going to be something that you have to come to terms with, that this is, that whatever wrongdoings they made and mistakes they made, they did that with what they had in front of them, with the tools they had in front of them, with the awareness, with the environment, with the circumstances, that is what they knew, and that is what they were able to accomplish in this lifetime. So hold no judgment. We're all on this journey. We've all made mistakes. No one is perfect. And so I share that with you so that you understand, who our loved ones truly are across the veil. And that will happen to all of us as well. When we pass away, we're not angelica, and each of you, no, that's not our spirit. Our full spirit is that complete. And I know who my higher self is. I've been told the seraphim. I'm connected to the seraphim, and I'm learning more and more about that connection. So each of us, after we pass, we essentially merge, we meld with our higher selves, and so do your loved ones. So, all right, I leave it there. I think that was all I was meant to share with you today. Thank you.